The fundamental aspect present in Alan Lacke's research is the relationship between man and nature. The artist analyses the macro world, understood as the space that surrounds us and which we can perceive, and in the same way with the micro world, that is, what is around us, but which we are not able to observe, such as the molecules that make up objects. The result is the elemental figure of the circle, recurrent in all his works, sometimes reproduced with extreme precision, sometimes free and spontaneous, at the mercy of the fluidity of the pigments used by the artist. The circle unites the two aforementioned worlds, and is capable of returning the human being to a primordial condition, automatically leading him back to the concept of birth and origin. The sensation that arises is one of equality, and at the same time of powerlessness, in the face of the objective realization that everything around us is reduced to being a circle within infinite circles. Just as the atom, the smallest of the particles that constitute reality, is found within a larger circle, that traced by the sphericity of the earth, the supreme home of the human being. Alan Lacke's art abolishes barriers, differences, boundaries and creates a universal language that draws the viewer into a silent contemplation, conveying an almost mystical and globalized sense of seeing the world. The colors used by Alan, as it could not be otherwise, are cheerful, vital, luminous colors, which define his Caribbean origin, his love of nature, and which bring a charge of freshness to these abstract pieces. His works are always based on the fundamentals of color. His works show the individual characteristics of each shade that he creates by mixing pigments. He tries to mix them in such a way that they meet each other, resulting in very peculiar vibrant colors with their own individuality. With his mixture, he begins to achieve ranges that are unique and transmit different sensations in each tonality that emerges in each creation. The chromatic aspect is used to underline the concept of bivalence between diversity and equality, between the individual and the collective. There are infinite possibilities of interpretation that each one of us can grasp, allowing ourselves to be carried away by the emotionality of color, shapes and compositions. Despite the free will in the aesthetic judgment and philosophical thought of the work, the artist leaves his own suggestion in the use of color, which leads the human eye in specific directions. Color becomes an instrument of sensation, intended to inspire contemplation in the viewer. Alan Lacke creates his works on the basis of optical art, but he gives a twist to the concept by sometimes working with 3D glasses, i.e., he conceives the work from the very moment of the creative process as a three-dimensional work, although this effect was not always intended.